Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 4.5 Marks. I am your host, Chava the Hero.
Number 3, Number 3!
I know what you guys are doing.
Sorry.
I had an intro actually, and then I just.
Well, why'd you look at my hands?
Yeah.
I was putting up the 4.
4.
Fucking type it's up a 3. I fucking hate this guy.
Well, we got the icon, Jabrim,
Hello.
and then Bam Blanco Tyler. V's on vacation. We don't know where Carlos is at. We don't know where Bam is at. Roman's died.
We finally got
So-
a break from him. God,
Yep.
he smells funny.
Banda, yeah.
Vonda?
No, V.
Oh, yeah, he does smell funny.
I don't know. You heard, but that's not here or there.
It's okay. We got to make sure it's and have V the Bagoo on him, and we should all wear him one day.
V the Bagoo.
Yeah.
Okay. Well-
Now forever on the back. Sorry. Okay, I'm done.
Oh my god. All right. But when you make your creative wrestler, I'll make the logo for that.
Bad. I'm done.
All right. So, we are talking about WrestleMania and just in general this last week of wrestling.
been crazy,
430 has been
Shoot.
wild.
Yep.
Taylor Wilde.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's been crazy. So let's just start off with we won't start off with NXT.
NXT who?
We'll just briefly mention NXT. Indy Hartwell won the women's title,
Oh yeah. She did good.
and Carmelo Hayes won the NXT title.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
that's really the most important things out of that.
That's all you really should matter.
Yeah. So I'm so happy that she won.
Dude,
She
I've been a
deserves
fan
it.
of her since she joined. I don't know what it is. It might be just the Australian women, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, fair. I mean, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
that's valid.
But so that's the one thing. The two things you need to know from NXT is,
Yep.
is that
Oh, and I guess Braun Breaker turned heel.
that's that.
Okay. Just saying, he turned heel. Now we don't have to talk about NXT for the rest of the video.
Yeah, there we go. All right, fine. There we go. Naom Dar?
Oh, Noam.
Noam Dar.
Oh, he did come back.
He did come back.
He had long hair.
Yeah, and so did not Joe Casey, Joe Coffey, Mark Coffey. One of the Coffey brothers came back because one of them was already there.
Was one of them injured?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
But one was back.
I had no idea.
Yeah, they helped retain the tag titles. All right, that's it. That's all you need to know from NXT.
Neither here nor there.
We're good.
Oh, and Grayson Waller got fucked up, dude.
Yeah. Fuck, I saw the pictures recently.
Yeah, dude.
All right, there, we're done. We're done with NXT.
And then
And then WrestleMania Night 1.
Yeah.
Opening match of Night 1 was Austin Theory versus John
Cena.
Juan Cena.
John Cena.
Uh,
yeah, let's see, man.
good match.
It was kind of solid.
Yeah. I still think Cena should have won.
I do too.
I'm glad he didn't.
But Theory retained. You know, I would have accepted a fucky finish, like DQ win for Theory.
As the opening match?
Yeah.
I don't know about the opening match. I feel like if you want to do a fucky finish, just have it in the middle of the card somewhere. You wouldn't, you could, because you don't want your opening match to be a DQ finish. Do you? I don't.
It's Mania.
It's Mania.
That's the whole reason. More reason not to do it.
True. But still, I think Cena should have gone over.
I'm glad. I'm very happy with it.
Next match was the men's tag team showcase. It was the Street Profits, Viking Raiders, Alpha Academy, Braun Strowman, Ricochet.
They omitted this from the article. I'm taking this.
Oh, well,
That
that was the next match, and
It was a lot of chaos. I actually
A lot
kind
of
of enjoyed it.
chaos. I did like the spot where it was Angelo Dawkins had shoulder block Braun Strowman when he was going through his whole train.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he got him.
that was
I
good.
missed most of this match. I was cooking.
Oh yeah, you were cooking.
Yeah,
you were
was
cooking
cooking.
that bacon.
The bike. I still got bacon. I should make more.
Yeah.
Ooh, I heard. Never mind. I'm having BLT.
Some tomato.
Some BLT. Sounds good.
Yeah, so good match. Street Profits won.
Chipotle mayo.
Which, you know, I really like the Street Profits.
I feel like they've been towards the top the most of last couple of years. Honestly,
Honestly, they've been at the top for a while in
Yeah.
the tag team division.
So I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
I thought WrestleMania would be like a change maybe. I was maybe I was too optimistic with this match, and I honestly would have rather had any other team probably win.
I wouldn't mind.
Especially, I mean, I was impartial to Braun Strowman and Ricochet.
They're a good team.
I was more impartial to them. Like, I wanted them to win just because I was like, oh, look, fresh faces in the tag division. They're not doing anything with them anyway, so might as well give them a little bit. It's okay if they went on to lose. I would have been fine with that.
Yeah.
But, like giving them that WrestleMania moment would have been cool.
Yeah.
I like Chad Gable and Kentucky, too. Or whatever his name is.
Otis.
Yeah. Well, they're breaking them up.
Yeah.
So, that's been a thing over the last couple of weeks.
Otis is now a male supermodel.
Yeah, his name is Otis.
Yeah. He's looking good. He's looking good.
Yeah. So I was reminded of the Viking Raiders one.
I would have cool with that.
Because they really haven't done anything big since like their whole.
Didn't they win tag belts? They won tag belts. The Raw tag belts, I think.
Well, okay, but like since the Usos have been champions.
Oh no, they haven't done diddly squat with them.
Yeah. So like, and especially since their heel turn, they haven't really done like anything big. So it's
they're heel.
Good. Yeah, they're heel.
Since when?
Since Valhalla joined them.
Oh, okay. Sarah Logan, don't call me Valhalla. Valhalla.
Yes.
Alright.
So yeah, since she joined, they've been heels. So I wouldn't mind if they won, but I'm a big fan of the Street Profits. I'm a big fan of both men.
Wasn't it the Street Profits and Viking Raiders that had that rivalry for like 2-3 years ago? That was actually like pretty. I actually thoroughly enjoyed that.
So they had their NXT rivalry.
No. It was on Raw.
Yes, they also had a rivalry on Raw that was great matches and also comedic segments.
Dude, if Street Profits get these belts and Viking Raiders just come back up and they redo that rivalry where they go play golf and see who can out-golf each other and fucking bowling and shit, I'd love it. I'd be very happy.
It'd be great.
I'd be very happy.
Then they also fight off the ninjas, too. Wasn't that part of it?
Yeah, because then the ninjas joined, and then Akira Tozawa won.
Yep.
Oh, and that's where they introduced Omos, because there was a big ninja.
Yep.
Yeah, it was Omos.
That's what they did.
Yeah. I forgot about that. That's how they debuted Omos. That's how he debuted.
Technically, yeah. That was his first.
He took it off. He was like, my Homo sapiens.
My God. Yeah. So that was match 2.
What was Vince thinking?
Who knows?
He's a crack, bro. He's a crack.
He paid 10 times the amount of WCW for pussy. So
huge.
That's also true.
So I don't know.
So pussy is better than WCW. All right.
Yeah.
That's the real headline here, guys.
Kinda. After that was Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. Pretty good match. I did like the inclusion of KSI in there.
I did too.
I was not expecting that.
And the zip line too. They haven't done that.
Yeah.
While.
They have not. That was also really good.
Yeah.
They both did like Shawn Michaels things, like Shawn Michaels homage, which I thought was pretty cool too.
I would say they changed his song too.
Who's?
Logan Paul.
Did they?
That was a new song. And I watched him talk about it.
Oh, I didn't know.
I don't remember it, but that's what he said.
I was being scared for my life that he was going down from the rafters.
Yeah.
I was like, don't drop.
Yeah, Logan Paul was wearing Supreme underwear.
Yeah, weirdo.
Yeah, I noticed it. And it says Rollins wearing Noble shoes. I saw the branding.
Different.
You could clearly see it. Yeah. The Supreme underwear. Anyways, Seth Rollins wins.
Yeah.
That table spot was nice. KSI took the hit, took the bump.
Yeah, he died.
He definitely died.
Yeah.
I thought that was good.
That was really good. Damage Control versus Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus, and Lita.
I don't know what happened to this match. I think I fell into a coma or I spaced out, but I don't remember this match too well.
It was alright.
I don't either.
It was alright. It was cool seeing
at all.
Seeing Trish Stratus came out.
Stratus, that's what I remember actually.
She came out in her Mania. What was the last time they were on Halloween? Was that 21?
Yeah.
So she came out in the same gear, or like an updated version of that gear.
We were making food at this point.
We were sitting down watching, dude. We were talking about how like her titties grew.
We were.
Yeah.
Okay, I do remember.
Yeah. We were like, dude,
why is it so big?
Yeah, like why?
So it was alright. Like it wasn't that's probably the match that like I'll completely forget about after this Mania.
Oh, 100%.
Join the club.
Yeah. You guys already forgot.
Yep.
After that we had
we didn't say who won. Lita, Becky, and
Trish. Yeah. And you know the other thing I didn't hope this match is like you had two marquee matches sandwiched. They were sandwiched in because you had Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. Then after that was Rey Mysterio versus Dominic.
It was the downward match, like the hype. Like shows supposed to go like highs and lows. This was a low.
Yeah.
But it was still, honestly, for a Mania, for any pay-per-view, that's a pretty good low.
Yeah. Rey Mysterio versus Dominic, I really enjoyed. Rey Mysterio's entrance was great.
Storytelling.
We had the whole... So first, starting off, like, we had the entrance with Rey coming out with Snoop Dogg and the Lowrider, and then switching to Eddie's song, and then Rey's official entrance.
No, the wrestlers had 3 entrance theme songs in their whole entrance.
Exactly. Like, that was so dope. He came out, like,
he had great homage.
That's great Muda.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. And then,
Go ahead.
And then Dominic came out. But again, I still hate the whole Prison Dom thing.
No, it's Prison Con Dom. That's the name.
Prison Con Dom.
Yeah.
I hate it. But it was also kind of well done in this because he came out with the police in handcuffs. And also wearing, obviously he was wearing Rey's mask, but his entire gear was based off of Rey's WCW Havoc attire.
Havoc, yeah.
It was a good match. A lot of storytelling, like you said. We saw the inclusion of like the Judgment Day, the newly formed LWO.
Yeah, that's true.
Aaliyah makes her debut.
Aaliyah, and Angie.
Angie's all elite.
Yeah. And then we also had Bad Bunny.
Oh, that's true. He was on Spanish commentary.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yep. He was. Yeah, I love the fact that he was on Spanish commentary, not English commentary, but Spanish.
Makes sense.
It was great. I need to watch that much back in Spanish commentary.
Honestly, though, from last year, Carlos brought this up. From last year's Mania to this Mania, Dominic is a completely different wrestler.
Yeah.
Completely different. And might I add, this guy, as young as Dom is, he knows how to get heat.
Yeah, well, if you think about it, like...
He's really good at getting heat.
Without doing much.
Yeah, it's true. But you also got to remember who he grew up around. Rey. He grew up around Chavo. Eddie. Edge. Yeah. Like, these are all, like, family of Rey.
Yeah, basically.
There's also, like, Psychosis. There's Conan.
Yeah.
You know...
I gotta show you guys a picture. You guys probably won't be able to see this, but let me show you.
Forgot about Conan.
Look at that picture.
Oh, Conan, Rey, and Psychosis?
Yeah. Look how young they are, bro.
Send me that picture and I can put it up on...
Alright, we'll put it up for the lovelies.
But yeah, I've seen that picture. I remember when I first saw it, I thought... I thought that was Psychosis, not Conan. Because that
Psychosis is a skinny, lanky guy.
Yeah.
It's like Conan was always buff.
He was, but like I'd never seen when I first saw it at that time, I'd never seen Conan with hair.
Oh, I see. Never.
Yeah,
I saw his jawline. I was like, that's Conan.
Yeah. But great match.
Yes. Dude, Dominic, I'm telling you, man, this match, even though he lost, I think it made Dominic.
It kind of did. This whole rivalry has. We'll see what like next year brings.
Way.
Yeah, in a weird way.
Like some of it's hit or miss, but they're getting to the destination.
Oh, 100%.
If that makes sense.
100%. He's such a good heel. Like, honestly, I'd probably put him on the same like level, like cusp, like as far as heat wise, as when Sammy Guevara turned.
Oh yeah.
Like they're very parallels. You can definitely draw parallels from both of them.
Yeah, because you just couldn't like the guy. You had to hate the guy.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Dom is doing.
Yeah.
Especially because he's got Rhea.
Yeah. The heater.
Well, it kind of makes sense too, because like what? Let me draw a hypothetical here.
Sure.
What if at whatever point they choose, Dom turns face and is only masked face?
We could do. Yeah, you could do that. I don't.
Because wouldn't you think that eventually he maybe would carry on like as his forefathers?
Not necessarily.
You don't think so?
He doesn't. I mean, that's up to Dom at that point.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, it's not out of the realm of possibilities. Because he's been a heel most of the time. Like when they tried to like push him as a face, it just didn't get over.
He got over.
He got over, but he was in
the thing is, he was with his dad. His freaking dad is. If he wasn't tagging with Ray, it would have been a different story.
He probably wouldn't have got over.
Exactly.
Yeah. He was with Ray to get over.
So that's what I'm saying. So now that he's like pushing towards this ultimate heel, that kickback, if he does turn face, would.
Well, he's gonna people are gonna shit on him so much to a point where they're gonna eventually like him.
Yeah.
Look at The Rock. Look at Stone Cold.
Yeah, that's true.
In order to be a good face, you got to be
a shitty heel.
Yeah.
But then again, like you got to have a good gimmick though.
Oh yeah. Heel. I like his gimmick. I think that gimmick he has currently is gonna take him far.
Son of Eddie.
Yeah. He's gonna go far.
He needs to get out of the Judgment. He needs to do his own
No, he can stay the Judgment Day. He's learning from those guys.
So if
he's learning from Finn. He's learning from Damian Priest.
I'll get it. What would he learn from Damian Priest?
A lot. Damian Priest can
freaking fly.
I don't know. Well,
you have to see his Ring of Honor matches.
Yeah.
His Ring of Honor matches.
Okay. Punishment Martinez.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Ring of Honor television champion.
I've only seen him in WWE.
That's why.
But
his NXT stuff was bad.
Well, I'm not.
That's what's
NXT stuff was great.
Yeah. He's North American champion.
I mean, his match with Bad Bunny was great.
The tag team match?
I mean, Bad Bunny took over the show. He was just...
Well, Bad Bunny was a star, but Damian Priest was working.
Yeah, also that's who helped train Bad Bunny, too.
Yeah, it was him, Brian Kendrick, when he was still around, and I think Drew Gulak.
Yeah.
Drew
helped anybody pretty much training.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, from a personal, I don't know.
Maybe you just got to see more of him.
Yeah.
You got to see more of him.
Yeah.
But back to Dom. I do see him carrying on Ray's legacy, but just not
in the way we think.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think I personally don't think he's going to get put on the mask. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
Could be wrong.
Yeah.
I just don't see it.
I always wanted him
at Mania.
Yeah, but I mean, like, to wrestle it. Yeah, but I know what you mean, you asshole.
what I kind of wanted when Dom was first kind of introduced is I wanted him to go through NXT with the mask, right? And if he ever turned heel, he'll pull the Eddie where he just takes off.
Or do the Santos. Do what Santos did.
Yeah.
Hijo del Fantasma won that cruiserweight belt and then unmasked and beat the fuck out of Drake Maverick.
Yeah. Which is great.
That wasn't a hard thing to do, though.
No, but the story, the build up to it was nice.
Yeah, especially because you had no idea what was going on with that story. You just saw these luchadors get kidnapped, and you're like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
it was a good story. It was a very good story.
Anyways, after that match, we had Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte.
Good match.
Really good match. I love the. So I obviously talk about one of my favorite matches being
great match,
Kenny versus Okada.
Mm-hmm.
This had a similar story in the sense that Kenny, in order for Kenny to win, he has to hit the winning wing danger.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole story with this match is if Rhea gets put in the figure four, she loses.
Yeah.
So her whole thing was I gotta avoid the figure eight, I should say.
Yeah.
And that was my liking of the storytelling of the match is I can't get put into submission or else I'm going to lose.
But the story was also if Rhea could get the Riptide in, she's winning.
Yep.
Charlotte was avoiding that Riptide that whole time.
Yep.
But they have to run it back, right?
Eventually, yeah.
They have to run it back. This is Rhea and Charlotte too. We've had the first one. Charlotte got the dub. Rhea gets the dub here. They have to run it back. The tiebreak.
Who else is at their level?
I mean, I guess
Bianca.
Yeah.
Becky.
Yeah.
Bailey?
A little bit.
I heard they might be splitting up Damage Control.
I think they need to bring out Powerhouse Bailey. Just have her work the fuck.
Yeah, don't lose Asuka. You can build Asuka back up 100%. Asuka could recover from all that bullshit.
We'll get into my whole thoughts on that after we talk all of Mania.
I like the match though.
It was good.
It was a good match.
It was a good match.
Charlotte almost broke her face.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, she did. She had like carpet burn on her.
It was a.
Was it a?
It was basically but she.
She overextended it kind of. No, she underextended, landed straight on her face.
Yeah, she flipped her.
Yeah, it was a German. It was a German.
Yeah,
over the head.
She got cut on her nose.
Yeah, right here. It was like a carpet burn. It looked like a turf burn or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, so fuck that probably hurt like a bitch.
Matt Burn.
Thank you.
Matt Burn. After that, we had our impromptu match of Pat McAfee versus The Miz.
I forgot it.
It was entertaining. I like Snoop Dogg.
They just needed to kill time.
Yeah, they did.
Because honestly, did Pat McAfee go to commentary after the match? Or
no. He showed up, and it was a legit surprise. No one knew he was there.
Oh, okay.
He talked about it because he loves Michael Cole.
Mm.
Like Michael, he loves Michael
authentic.
Cole. Yeah, the pop was authentic. Yeah. Michael's like, wait, what? Yeah, he was. He was talking about how Pat McAfee was talking about how he was in the production truck, and he would see Michael Cole pass by, and he just wanted to talk to Michael Cole, but he couldn't because they wanted that pop.
Yeah.
And
Michael Cole popped.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't care for Pat McAfee.
He's all right. He has cool spots.
I don't care for him.
So someone who doesn't watch sports, right?
Yeah.
When he first got into the whole thing with the NXT, I had no idea who the fuck he was. I didn't care.
Yeah.
And then I don't care for him as a wrestler, As a commentator, I really like.
I like his energy as a commentator. He does bring energy. He brings energy.
Yeah. Like really,
but really. I like him as a wrestler, like him as a personality. I don't care.
Oh, yeah, since you didn't watch NXT, he had a rival with Adam Cole. He started on his podcast.
Yeah.
Because he kept on like essentially making fun of him.
Yeah.
And like calling him like short and stuff, and then finally Adam Cole just blew up.
Yeah, beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
And then they had a match.
They had a match. They had a War Games match too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. We gotta watch those.
Yeah, he's all right. He does some cool spots.
Yeah. Like that Swanton bomb.
Yeah.
From the top rope onto the floor.
Did not get caught. It did not get.
We had what's his name? George Kittle.
Yeah, George Kittle.
Yeah.
For the 49ers.
I like him because he's a huge fan of Pentagon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So like
he threw a mean lariat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He threw a mean ass.
During some of the games, he'll do the settle miedo.
Nice.
Like when he's playing football.
That's
nice.
Yeah. And then like Pentagon's like showing up at the games and giving them masks and shit.
Oh,
there's a video of that.
That's cool. I think I've seen that.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that.
So that's cool.
So George Kittle's all elite.
Yeah, he's all elite. I was expecting him to do the fucking settle miedo.
No, they probably told him you can't do that. You
can't
do that, bro. We have to pay Penta.
We don't need that smoke.
Yeah. So that was entertaining, and then we get to our main event of night one, the undisputed tag titles, the Usos versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
That was so much emotion.
Yeah, what a way to go home.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
It was really good,
man.
Great story, great matchup, great everything. I talked about it when I was watching it. Was the PWG gorilla logo.
Fight. That said fight.
Yeah, that was on Kevin Owens and Sammy's tights.
Yeah, those look nice.
And then Super Dragon being on Kevin Owens' shorts.
Mm-hmm. Super Dragon.
So that was really good.
They mentioned it in the Fallout, like the interviews.
Oh yeah,
doing the thing after the show.
They mentioned the Briscoes too.
Yeah, the Briscoes. Yep,
mm-hmm.
yep.
Yeah, I did listen to that. Yeah, it was an incredible match.
The 3 haluva kicks.
The 3 haluva kicks.
Back to back. Oh.
It was a banger.
I'm not gonna lie. I could probably take us after we go to the night 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if this might be the same thing, but I was gonna ask a question. Should this have been the main event for night 1? Because there's always the whole thing of like you have the Women's Rumble. You get the main event at WrestleMania. So should have Charlotte and Rhea been the main event, or should have been how it was?
It should have been how.
I agree.
I think they were both good in their own rights. I don't know. I mean, a tag team for the main event, like a match.
I'm in.
It's not done very often.
I mentioned it.
That's also true.
The last time we had a tag team main event at WrestleMania was the first WrestleMania.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that had a lot of historic significance to it as well.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I think either or could have been in place because they were both big moments for wrestlers that I feel like deserved it.
Yeah.
Maybe Charlotte didn't want to bump.
Maybe.
I mean, who knows?
My thing of this was, yes, like you win the Royal Rumble, you get your title match in your main event at WrestleMania. That's what it's been the last couple of years. But you have that story of Rhea and Charlotte. Like Charlotte took the NXT title off of Rhea back in 2020.
But I don't think they built it up too much because basically the build up was Charlotte and Dom.
Exactly.
Charlotte and Dom. I was like, what is going on here?
So that's my thing. Is like, yes, you have this story, but the build to that match was literally like a week or two.
What?
Like, yeah, you had Rhea like talking her shit and everything, but you never saw really anything of Charlotte until like the go home show.
Yeah.
And then the tag match, you had this year of story,
dude.
Especially the last couple,
even after the Rumble,
since Rumble,
yeah,
it's just been all this build leading up to this moment. So I think that tag match was well deserved for the main event.
Oh, 100%.
I know Ric Flair's all fucking panics and a bunch about it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, they were both good matches. I feel like they both had that tone to go home with.
Yeah, they could have. They could have.
All right.
But, yeah, honestly, the tag match, just because they had more build, just because people were more invested in it, people would have gone home happier with that main event instead of Rhea and Charlotte.
Right, exactly.
Because they're men?
No,
No,
I'm just kidding.
no,
because
not
of
at
the
all.
story.
Because of story, like completely, like
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Next up,
Yes.
we had
Night 2.
Opening match was Brock Lesnar versus Omos.
Wild.
And
Yeah.
that was wild. It was
Brock fought.
yeah.
Like
I was
you don't
worried.
see that very often.
I was a
He
little worried
fought
that they
for
were
that.
going to give Omos a win, and I don't think he deserves it. I know there's a lot of people behind him, like a lot of legends are behind him,
Yeah.
but
I think he's still feeling out his size because
Yeah.
he is definitely like nobody else is as big as him.
Wait till he leaves MVP. I think that's probably going to be the real test for him.
yeah,
Him leaving MVP, but him still being with under MVP means he still has a lot to learn.
Yeah, well, he's got a mouthpiece.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
You know?
he has.
And not everybody needs to talk.
No,
no, I mean Brock hardly talks,
that's true.
Yeah.
so but Brock Lesnar won.
Still
Great.
good fun match. Like
Good fun
honestly,
match.
it was very fun.
What if Heyman jumped ship and took over almost?
Almost as a Heyman guy, I don't know if it's deserved. All
I mean,
honesty.
Heyman was with Big Show for a little bit.
But I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
Heyman he'd figure it out.
I'm
It was
sure he
also-
was.
But Big Show is Big Show.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
His one I guess bad mark is kind of Curtis Axel.
And I guess to an extent, Cesaro.
Yeah,
But Cesaro wasn't his fault because Brock came back.
yeah,
But yeah, Curtis Axel
yeah.
he was IC champion,
He did win the IC title.
and
Yes.
he kept defending and successfully defending because of countouts. He beat Triple H by countout
Really?
for the Intercontinental title. He beat Triple H by countout. His first defense. That was Curtis Axel's first defense.
I gotta.
It was on a
watch
Raw.
those back.
It was on a Raw. The Raw
Okay.
after he won it.
Yeah, I gotta watch those back.
All right.
Okay.
It was terrible. Don't watch it.
And after that, you had the women's tag showcase, which on my article it doesn't even mention the name, but it was
I got you.
I forgot.
Shayna and Ronda versus Liv and Raquel,
Yep.
Shotzi and Natalia,
Yep.
and Sonya Deville with Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
Chelsea Green did not break her wrist.
Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville, I feel like were the glue in this match.
They did hold things together.
They
and
were-
ground things
yeah.
better.
Yeah. Yep.
Natalia also did a pretty good job of
Yeah,
it,
of course.
but
She didn't break her nose.
she did break her nose. But Shotzi can be a little wild.
Yeah.
Liv can be pretty wild.
Yeah.
Raquel's really good, but this is her first big
WrestleMania.
and pay
It
per
was her
view.
first Mania. no?
And yeah, it's also her first Mania. So it's and this was also the most successful WrestleMania that they've ever had.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's she's probably still figuring that whole out on that scale.
Well, also her dynamic, like she's the biggest one in the ring, and like she's kind of like a big man, like
yeah.
She's a powerhouse.
that's the word, powerhouse. But like for everyone else, they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she could easily just fling everybody around.
Yeah.
But it's also weird being in the ring with 7 other women that aren't your stature.
Yeah.
You're the odd one out, so you got to do with what you have.
Yeah.
And then
I do hope they keep Chelsea and Sonya together. I feel like they were really good together.
I think so too.
They were complemented each other really well.
I feel like they're both that weirdo.
Chelsea, their whole gimmick is supposed to be that she's like a Karen.
Yeah.
And so with Sonya, I think that's perfect.
Yeah.
I think it's perfect.
Yeah, because Sonya's the calculated heel, while Chelsea's the rocket.
Yeah.
I still want the hot mess gimmick in WWE.
They probably could. No, I don't think they'd be able to get it down. I honestly don't.
I don't know.
It would
Well, they
make
do have
sense.
JB, but depending on what they can and can't do, I think they'll be too constricted.
Because they almost got the broken Matt Hardy going, really well.
I hated the woke and shit.
But wouldn't
But
that
still,
stray
yeah.
them from being the same though, and complementing each other?
Yes, but I want Chelsea on her own because she's really good on her own.
But she got a Mania match as a tag.
Yeah, but that's also
She got a Mania match for only being in WWE for 2 months.
She's probably the most experienced and wouldn't fuck up.
Out of that whole group, I think she is the most experienced. Oh, besides Natalia.
Yeah.
Besides Natalia.
Yeah, I can see that. And then
Same.
Ronda and Shayna won.
Yeah.
Which I kind kind of guessed they're winning.
I hate those matches where the people that are supposed to win get like a hit and they're out for the whole match and then come in and win. I fucking hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that wrestling trope so much.
That armbar ain't shit.
She probably snap your arm off like a twig.
I wouldn't let her get it in, though.
She probably would get it in.
I'll wrestle around with Ronda. I'll probably lose, but if I got the opportunity, I'd try not to lose.
Well,
Ronda?
Do you have a challenge right here? Listen, either way you win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If she snaps my arm, we're good. Fuck it.
After that,
he also doesn't think that Tay Mello could knock him out. So Tay, if you're watching this,
yeah, please, I'll sleep you too.
Next we have one of the best matches and my favorite match of the weekend: Sheamus versus Drew versus Gunther.
Me too.
This is what I like to call a classic.
This is a slobber knocker.
This is like,
where's that picture?
I don't know how to explain it, but it is.
These guys went in with the mission. They knew the fucking assignment, and they delivered.
They gave each other the work. Like, it was a grueling, physical match.
If the ref wasn't wearing a shirt, he probably would have gotten some shots. All
right, I got the stats. Total blows to the chest, 75.
Between all three.
25 apiece, basically.
Blows delivered by Sheamus 36, by Drew 22, by Gunther 17. Blows absorbed, just in general, not specifically to the chest, but in general. Drew took 40, Gunther took 27, and Sheamus took 8.
They took care of Sheamus.
Yeah. Wow. But yeah, so it's
honestly, if
big meaty men.
I'm gonna say this: if you haven't seen Mania, and you want to watch one match, watch that match.
That's like my ideal. Like, that's how I think wrestling should be.
Me too.
Just a big grueling match. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be fucking 75 chops. But I'm saying, like, just
go in, tell a story with your bodies. Like
it's a physical.
Leave it all in the ring.
Like, this is
yeah.
Drew had the white gear, right?
Yep. So did Sheamus.
Sheamus didn't have white gear, did he?
No, am I remembering wrong?
Yeah, you're remembering wrong.
Okay.
He did not have white gear.
Just.
And then Gunther had the navy.
Yes, he had the navy blue. That reminded me of Ric Flair.
Yeah.
But yeah, great match.
That could
Gunther won.
Yep.
I still wish that, I like that he won, but I still wish Sheamus would have won.
Nope.
Just because he has it. I never knew he never had the IC title.
Yeah.
I thought he won at least once, but apparently not.
Nope.
And then, as well as he would have been the only person to become a Triple Crown champion all at Mania.
Oh, I see.
Because he's won the world title at Mania, the U.S. title at Mania, the tag titles at Mania, or I guess Grand Slam this would be, and then he just needs the IC title. He could have won that at Mania.
I mean, what would make sense is this next year for Gunther would be the heavyweight title, no? Or do you think they'll give him a year of, building it up? I mean, he's not going to hold that IC title for 2 months.
I don't know.
Because I could see him losing it at SummerSlam.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I could see him losing it and then going for the main title.
But that's the earliest I see him losing.
SummerSlam? Yeah.
SummerSlam. I could see him holding it until next Mania.
Yeah.
Whole year.
Honestly. A whole other year. Yeah, he could.
I mean, look at Reigns. He's held the title for 3 years.
I know, but that's...
And then they...
Who's the face of the company? You ask any little kid what their favorite wrestler is, and they always go, fucking... Every kid does.
Do what?
You know exactly.
Do it again.
Oh my god.
Put the steroid glove on.
Fucking kids, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
But still, that doesn't mean you can't build.
Who else
You
is
can't
gonna
build
be in
Gunther
his
to
spot?
that.
Oh, well, yeah. Who would take the belt off Gunther then?
Probably Sheamus.
They probably could still run it back.
And then Sheamus gets his stuff.
And then Sheamus loses to Drew, and we'll be happy.
But listen, if
It's international for a reason.
Well,
It should be someone across, not the United States.
okay, so you're a big fan of Gunther. Yes.
Yeah.
You want to see him as world champion.
Yeah.
So wouldn't it make sense to build him as this reigning strong champion?
He's not already.
He is, but wouldn't it seem
Not 3
better?
years worth.
Would it seem better for him to hold it on until next year?
A minor title.
Drop the title.
It's not. No. Here's the thing. Roman Reigns is barely on TV. So what is the major title right now?
Yeah. Also, back in the day,
that
IC title, that was the workhorse belt.
Yeah.
That was the belt that you wanted. Belt. And then also back in the day, too, there wasn't a major or minor title. You had your 2 titles, your 2 men's titles. Like, that title would main event. So.
Honestly, if that match was on night 1, they could have easily main evented with that match.
Yeah, they could have.
Yeah.
They could have. Yeah, so you hold Gunther hold on to the title for another year. He seems more and more dominant the more he holds it.
The more dominant he is, maybe even Ludwig Kaiser and Fabian Eichner could probably grab the tag belts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who cares about them?
Listen.
They're fucking good, dude.
They're not good.
They can
be.
They're both really good.
Maybe.
I mean, they're pretty tall.
I don't know.
Not as tall as Gunther, but pretty tall.
Hey, man.
But I have faith in them. They're really good.
I don't know. Gunther's at the top of my list.
So after that match, we had Asuka versus Bianca Belair.
I'm salty.
I am very salty. Bianca won. She continues her winning streak at Mania.
3-0, baby.
And then we continue Asuka's losing streak at Mania.
0-5, baby.
0-5. So.
What can you do, man? Gotta have a winner. Gotta have a loser.
I'll get into it after we talk about after we finish off night 2. But I don't think this match should have happened.
At all?
Correct.
In general?
Well, I'll get into it.
Okay.
After that, we had our impromptu double match where we had The Miz versus Shane. Shane needs to stop because he tore his quad doing what was it, a leapfrog?
A fucking leapfrog like 3 minutes in. His entrance was longer.
Dude, he jumped high though. Give him credit.
I went to the bathroom during this, so
he jumped.
I didn't even see him. I come out, he's like in the ring. They're about to start the match.
He jumped really high.
Okay, but he needs to stop. Just needs to stop.
He needs to fucking stretch. I don't think he stretched.
So he tore his quad, and then we had this weird thing, and then Snoop Dogg was like, "You knocked out my homeboy," and punches The Miz, and he does it twice, saying the same thing.
Yeah.
And then we get Snoop Dogg versus The Miz.
Give Snoop Dogg a fucking WWE contract. What are we doing?
Dude, I love
Train this guy right now.
The people's elbow.
Yeah.
I loved how he ran the ropes, too.
Well,
yeah.
Well,
what? I'm not saying it was good.
Did he really run, though?
He jogged. A brisk jog.
Yeah. Listen.
Who knows how that that whole segment would have gone if it wasn't for Snoop?
True.
Yeah.
Who knows?
He did just step up.
Who else?
Some would say we might even still be there watching the segment.
Yeah. Who else would have in that situation would have been like, all right, I'm in this match now.
Shane.
No.
Around.
A celebrity non-wrestler.
Vince.
What did I just say?
Vince just walks down, hobbles down.
Tears another quad himself.
As he's getting into the ring.
He's getting into the ring.
Happened once.
Twice. Same time.
2 quads. Yeah.
It was. He tore both his quads. I forgot his both.
He didn't
quads.
stretch.
Yeah.
They just have to stretch.
He was so pissed. He was just so tight everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, goddamn. That's an anomaly there. You have 2 men perfectly go over the top rope and have both feet land on the floor at the same time. And then you have a man who tears both of his quads at the same time.
Coming to bitch at you.
And then you just gotta take it while he's bitching at you while he's sitting on the floor because he can't move.
And you have no idea why. Probably.
Yeah.
They had no clue.
No clue.
His quads.
No clue.
They're just looking at him why are you still sitting? Okay, you're my boss. You
all right. After this, we had Edge versus the Demon, Finn Balor.
I'm sorry, I fell asleep for the rest of the pay-per-view.
It was a good match.
It was a good match, dude. They were kind of physical.
Yeah, Edge threw a ladder at Finn and he busted him open.
Dude, split his fucking dome.
Yeah,
there's pictures on Twitter, guys.
14 stitches.
Split his.
I was reading that they actually stapled him in the ring during the match and then let him continue.
Well, yeah, you can't stop that match at Mania unless he was concussed.
Unless he's dead.
Yeah, and even then they probably would have had an impromptu Damian Priest, get down here.
He's put on his fucking lace in his boots as he's running down the ramp.
No, just keep wearing your suit. Just get fucked in this cell.
Dude, they figured it out though.
Yeah.
Edge just stood there staring for a while, and then he was like, "I'm gonna go get a chair."
Yeah.
I did like the spot where they did a callback to the Usos versus the New Day, where he put Finn in the corner with the kendo sticks and kind of lodged him in there.
That was cool.
Yeah,
They jumped off that platform, too.
Yeah, Finn jumped off that platform. That was wild. I didn't even know there was a platform there.
Well, it was towards Hard Can.
Yeah. And then finally we get to our main event night 2.
Oh, we didn't say who won.
Oh yeah, Edge won.
Brood Edge.
Yeah.
And the main event we have.
He had 2 songs that night too.
Oh yeah, he did have 2. But he didn't have 3.
He didn't have 3. That's true.
That's true.
But he had 2. And that fucking entrance was crazy.
We had Cody Rhodes,
Jody Chodes
versus Roman Reigns.
The Travel Cheeks.
Brody Lee or not
Brody Jr.
Yeah, Brody Lee
Negative
Jr.
one.
Negative one was in ringside.
I haven't seen him in a while. That guy's big.
He's tall. Yeah, he's going through puberty. It looks like.
Well, I mean, look at his dad.
Yeah.
Huge.
I know, but it's just we haven't seen him on TV in a minute.
But he was
giving dark all the time.
Cody's belt or his weightlifting belt. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah,
sitting there. And then
cool.
Randy was there.
Oh, and the baby.
The
baby. Roman Reigns had a really cool entrance. He was kind of talking shit. He's like, oh, everybody spends all this money on their entrance and blah blah blah, and then he just doesn't do anything. He just gets a new fucking lay, and that's it.
Yeah.
And but his entrance was really dope because it was very much final boss.
Mm-hmm.
You had the fucking 6-piece, not even like full orchestra, but you had a 6-piece. You had 6 different people playing piano at the same time. Like that shit was wild.
Yeah.
I loved it. Like
This was final boss energy.
Yeah. Shit, if I ever became a wrestler, I would have that as an entrance at some point.
Yeah, it was sick.
Yeah.
Didn't go the way we wanted though.
Yeah, the match was good. We had some fuckiness.
I expected the interference. Honestly.
I did too.
I was happy to see Owens and Zayn come out and help out too.
Yep.
That was really nice.
And then we saw.
Well, they're part of the storyline.
Yeah.
And then we saw.
They have a common enemy.
Yeah. Solo Sikoa.
Oh, Solo Sikoa.
Delivering a spike to Cody, which then sets up for Reigns' spear, and giving Roman Reigns the win.
That was good for them to give Solo that part.
Yeah.
Just because it kind of elevated Solo as like this
heater
for doing relatively nothing.
I know, but the fact that he gave him the spike, and now Cody has something to go after and be like, the reason I lost because of yo ass Solo, because of you, and now he can point a finger at Solo.
Well, I mean, it was kind of like revenge too because he beat him.
Yeah,
but then again, it keeps it alive.
Yeah.
So.
Something I didn't know until like sometime right before the match was that Cody was trying to sign Solo to AEW, and he was there.
Oh, really?
There was an exchange on Twitter from around that someone like screenshot where it's Solo. He's like, I think he's outside like a production truck or something, but it's like an AEW one. And then like Cody retweeted that saying like something about him signing or something like suggesting him sign, and then it didn't happen clearly. But it's cool. Like that's a little callback to all that. But yeah, it's interesting. I hate that we didn't get Cody winning. I get it. It can happen at SummerSlam. It can happen at next Mania. But Cody should be the one to take the title off the ring, in my opinion, because I don't think there's anybody else.
He needs another 300 days on his reign.
Does he though?
Yeah.
Like
another 365, another time around the sun.
If it's not 365, I'm not watching.
I don't think it's bad though. I think they're trying to get a new guy or like a newer guy up in that like top contention.
Yeah.
Of like,
I mean,
how many
honestly,
days?
if we are going to wait another year, we will have Gunther.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I'm trying to figure out like which record are they trying to break, because I know that's why they're keeping him. If they're trying to beat Pedro Morales, by SummerSlam he beats that record. But they're trying to beat Hogan's record
or fucking Bruno.
They're not touching Bruno.
They're not touching Bruno's big one.
Yeah, they're not.
Because he's on the top 5 twice.
And Hogan's only 1,500 days.
Pretty much, yeah. But that's another like 2 years. It brings us at like 900.
Well, we're already over halfway. And I mean, who else is the face of that company?
Yeah, that's true.
Who else is gonna nobody's in that spot. Nobody's even close to that spot.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they fill his pockets well, I'm sure.
Yeah, more than likely.
He's probably like Cena 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the whole company.
On
Like,
his back.
he's the face.
Yeah. He's the guy.
So, I mean, it makes sense. But then again, you get this, like, because they didn't put Cena up there. Like, Cena's nowhere near the top.
No, but Cena also tied Ric Flair's record.
Yeah.
And that's
from
a big
most
thing.
reigns. So maybe Roman Reigns might not have too many runs, but he'll have long runs.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to gatekeep records.
Yeah.
So,
100%.
That's why Cena hasn't won the other, like, to be the most.
Yeah. That's true.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I think Cody should have won.
I do too. But then again, like, it was one of those matches that you could go in and be like, you know, it could go either way.
Yeah.
And those are like, that's what makes the match good, in my opinion. Not only like them, the storytelling and the way that they wrestle and this and that, but like, if you could honestly sit there and be like, I don't know who's gonna win. So every pin is like big deal.
That's true. One thing I did like after seeing some like other people's reactions to it, one thing that did kind of stick with me was you know, to become a champion you have to go through all these hurdles, all these things, right? And yes, Cody had a big thing leaving WWE, going through the Indies, being this big name. The whole what is it from what's his whole tagline right now? It's the
Because Daddy never did.
no the something to
Hi, my dad's Dusty Road.
no it's the from this to undeniable. What is it?
No, I
don't know.
Yeah, so that's been his tagline. That's been the thing that they keep on saying on commentary, especially like Corey Graves. I'll try to pull it up, but so he had all this adversity, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that wasn't in WWE.
Yeah.
He came back at Mania, beat Seth Rollins, fought him again, beat Seth Rollins, fought him at Hell in a Cell with a torn pec, beat Seth Rollins, is off, and then comes back, wins the Rumble. So what adversity has he faced? He's won everything.
But the main title.
But the main title. But he hasn't...
But then again, look at your champ.
Yeah, like who... Like, is he worthy of winning the title? Is pretty much the whole thing.
I think a lot of people were behind him.
Yeah, I do too.
And that says a lot about a wrestler.
Yeah.
So I think, like I said, like drawn back to just the fact that it was okay no matter which way it went, it would make sense. It wasn't such a clear-cut victory. I mean, yes, it was like he lost to some bullshit, but that opens the door to an even better match next time.
Yeah.
You know? Because now there's bad blood.
From undesirable to undeniable. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's been his whole thing. I think that's why they're doing this whole feud between Cody and Brock, to give him this big adversity of Brock.
Well, I mean, they're also drawing parallels to 2012 Cena.
Yeah.
Where he lost to The Rock, another Samoan related to Roman Reigns.
Yep.
He loses to Brock. Mania next night, Brock Lesnar debuts, F5s him. So I think they're going to go on to the next pay-per-view, and I think Brock Lesnar might break Cody Rhodes' arm.
Or he's going to deliver 16 German suplexes and win.
Yep.
I mean, we haven't seen Suplex City in a while.
Yeah, that's true.
Cody could eat 16 German.
Shit. And that might actually play into Paul Heyman maybe even managing Brock. If Brock's turning heel.
Again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll give Paul Heyman to Cody.
Here's my thing. Well,
we'll just spread Paul Heyman around like butter.
Cody doesn't need Paul Heyman though. Like Cody can deliver a great promo on his own.
I love the promo that Cody and Paul Heyman had.
Yeah.
Those were nice promos.
I think Paul Heyman can be wherever he wants. He'll fit.
That's true, but
yeah.
Cody doesn't need the help.
It's a tub of that Paul Heyman. I can't believe it's not a promo.
Dude, swear. He'll figure out your gimmick. He'll get you walking right.
Yeah. Take 2 Paul Heymans a day and you'll be fine.
Dude.
Anyway, sorry.
I can handle another year of Reigns as champion.
Let's be honest, you don't got a choice.
I don't want any more. Next Mania, we could build this whole thing of Cody again and have him win at next Mania. But if he loses again, I don't want this repeat of when the whole Reigns Brock Lesnar feud where every Mania, Reigns went against Brock Lesnar just to lose.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
No, I'm tired, Grandpa. Vince McMahon, that's too damn bad.
Another thing from my opinion of the shows, I've said it a lot leading up to it, but Asuka should have won the Royal Rumble. She should have won in whatever title match she chose. I think her story versus Charlotte would have been better.
Dude, she would have gotten her win back.
Exactly.
Oh.
Charlotte gave her first ever loss in WWE.
Good.
She could have avenged her loss.
Oh, after her super long reign.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
shit.
and then avenge that loss in this new gimmick, in this new darker side of her.
Dude,
storybook.
Yeah, it would have been a much better story. Don't get me wrong, Rhea and Charlotte was good, but we didn't need that right now. We could have had Asuka. Asuka as a two-time Royal Rumble winner. And then
first ever women to win the 2-time Royal Rumble.
Yep. And then she won the first women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. So she would have been the first of everything, giving her more accolades. But now it's now that she lost, she lost the Royal Rumble, so that's where she debuted the new gimmick. So it kind of watered the gimmick down a little bit, in my opinion. Yeah, and then now that she's lost at Mania, it just, to me, it's she just got buried. I don't care about this gimmick anymore. It's cool and all, but it's just why should I care about it?
Fair point.
Yeah.
Fair point.
It didn't do anything for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my whole thing. That's my big thing on the rest of.
My big thing now, going back and really thinking about it again, I like night 1 a lot more than night 2.
Night 2 had the IC title match, and that was the best part of.
That was the only thing I liked from night 2.
Yeah, night 1 was very good because I after I got done watching night 1, I was like, damn, this was really good. I'm really excited for night 2.
Oh yeah.
And then night 2 just did not.
Night 1 hyped me up for night 2, and I don't think night 2 delivered for the hype.
No, it didn't, in my opinion.
I'm backwards.
Are you?
No, I like night 2 a lot better. I thought night 1 were definitely night 1 matches. But I don't know. I was really hyped for the Cody Rhodes and Reigns. That was my night. And the Edge Balor match. I really was looking forward to that too, but I like Edge a lot. So. But
fair.
I feel like the 2 matches I'd pull from night 1 would be obviously the IC belt.
That was night 2.
That was night 2. Then never mind. Just the Dom
and Ray
match.
Okay. Fair.
I mean, yeah.
Not even the main event tag match?
I'm not behind them as much as you guys are. I've only encountered them basically last year. So that's all I have is this feud with the Usos.
Okay.
All right.
But I'm a lot more behind them than they were. If that makes sense. I think that they're more credible now to me.
Okay.
Well, I mean, for me, Cody lost all that credibility, so I don't.
Yeah, but then again, he's got enough credibility. He's got some to spare.
All right. So now the kind of downward trend continues, which before that, I guess, WWE has been acquired by Endeavor, which is the parent company of the UFC.
The UFC.
Now they're a federation.
They are now a $21 billion company.
They sold for 21.4.
That's insane.
Billion.
Yeah.
So, we'll see what the future holds for it. I definitely see a lot more.
You think production's going to get a lot crazier?
I hope so. I hope it gets way better.
We might have more of a sports feel.
We might.
That's true. But I think, just thinking of the difference, I mean, there's not a lot of UFC fights, so the magnitude or the draw of WWE. WWE filled a 90,000 person stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah,
twice.
But also think about
they got kids, bro.
Just in general, think of the atmosphere and the view of a UFC fight. It's hard to fill the stadium because that ring's not that big.
Because it don't.
Well, it's bigger than the ring.
Yeah, but you can go outside the ring.
That's true.
You have your entrance and you have a long entrance.
You're not restricted.
UFC is more for me, it gives more of a boxing feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not so much an entertainment, but it's sports.
Yeah.
It's more sports. 100%.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're both sports.
I know they're both sports, but
the
wrestling does the entertainment more.
Yeah.
Than UFC would.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more of a spectacle,
Yeah.
like a show.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah. But, I don't know, they might do well with production. Because, I mean, UFC really don't have anything. They just have, they barely have entrances. They just play music and people walk out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they get different music whenever they want.
Yeah, but not like, they don't get the flashing lights and the Titantrons. And...
I feel like they could if they
They
wanted.
could if they
totally
wanted to.
could.
Yeah.
They could learn something.
It's not
But
hard.
shit, like boxing gets Titantron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The UFC not as much.
Yeah.
No fireworks.
No.
Shit, well that's where WWE can help the UFC.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. We get that spectacle.
And maybe UFC can help them learn how to fucking throw a punch.
Except it's a real, like, fight. You know, it's a real...
Oh, shit. And then Shakeman comes back to do Raw Underground?
Oh my god. I kind of enjoyed it though.
I didn't watch it.
So wait, is CM Punk employed by the WWE now?
No.
No.
Because he's with UFC?
No, it's not.
No, he's not.
Not anymore, I know what I'm saying.
Oh.
If he was, then kind of.
He was in the game, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was. Alright, so
Wild.
then we go on to Raw, and that's where we continue the downhill trend. Because Raw was kind of sucky.
Yeah, Cody got jumped.
So, yeah, that was the main event. Was him getting jumped.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I didn't understand why.
We still don't really fully know why Brock Lesnar has decided to attack him. My whole thing is Brock Lesnar's going to do what he wants.
Yeah.
So if he's like, I don't like Cody, fuck Cody Rhodes.
But Cody's probably like, alright, kick my ass.
Yeah.
Throw me around. See what you got.
We did get a good promo between him and Reigns calling for a rematch.
Yeah. No, but what they're going to do is they're probably going to move Cody away from Roman and just have him focus on Brock. Like,
Yeah.
that's honestly what they're doing.
Yep.
Well, if he beats Brock, then maybe he's more, like, stronger to beat.
Yeah, he'll come back.
Then we had
Reigns. Yeah.
Almost versus Elias.
Maybe he's on the Snake Bridge or whatever it is in Dragon Ball Z.
Oh my
He's training.
Snake Way.
Here, I'll just go read off these matches, right? So, Almost versus Elias, Almost wins.
Oh my, almost sapiens.
Austin Theory versus Rey Mysterio, where we had
Dom.
They ran
Yeah.
that on Monday?
Yeah.
Why?
So Ray came out, cut a promo. Theory interrupted him, started talking shit, and then it was interrupted by the Judgment Day, and then Judgment Day beat up Bad Bunny because he was there ringside. Yeah.
Wow.
So they're pretty much setting up Damian Priest and Dom versus Ray and Bad Bunny, which I thought was gonna be the Mania match.
That should have been the Mania match.
That's actually not a bad
Yeah.
match either.
But they're because Bad Bunny's the host of Backlash because of Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Well, then it gives people to tune in for the next
Yeah.
show.
So that's there, and then we had
That's kind of crazy.
we had this whole thing with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn cutting a promo, which leads to Street Profits coming out and
I can
then
see
having
that.
a match, and it was a pretty good match.
So they're going to unify the titles
They
at some point?
They've been unified.
Oh, they have?
yeah, they won both titles.
Yeah.
That night. It was for the both titles. I want the brand separation again, but we'll wait.
We
Until
probably won't get it.
We probably won't get it until Reigns loses the title.
Even if Reigns loses the title, what they're probably going to do with Reigns, because he's held the belt so long, they're probably going to introduce one belt.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Now, USA and Fox, obviously, they're two different companies. They each want a main title,
Well, they have good.
so they gotta keep them happy.
They got the IC belt.
Well,
Make that the whole time.
yeah. We had an impromptu Mustafa Ali versus Bobby Lashley match, which was kind of funny. They keep doing my boy dirty because I like Mustafa Ali a
I do
lot.
like Mustafa. The Chicago native right there.
Dude, he
Yeah.
wrestled here in
Magnum.
Magnum.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, I watched that match the other day.
pretty good.
He's a Chicago native,
You're
bro.
watching wrestling on your own now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Damn.
But mostly just
Okay.
Magnum stuff.
Okay.
Hey, man. We
That's
got to
good.
start doing podcasts for our locals.
Yeah, for our local indies.
We do.
We've been to the last, 3 shows. I'm going to all the shows.
I'll send some messages. We'll see what we can do.
That'd be sweet.
But it was I like the setup to it because we had they're teasing Bronson Reed versus Bobby Lashley, which will be a pretty good match if they do it right.
That'd be interesting.
But
Yeah. Give them
but-
something to do.
Yeah, give
Both
Bronson
kinda have
to do.
nothing to do.
yeah, Mustafa Ali comes
Heel
up,
face.
starts talking to him and whatnot, and then he's
Is Bronson Reed in 2K23?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, somebody drafted him.
Bronson Reed?
No, I always confuse him with somebody.
I didn't see him in the draft.
I don't think he's in the game.
I would
I always
draft
confuse him.
No, he's gonna be
with-
DLC. He's DLC.
Okay.
What's that dude's name?
Braun Breaker.
That's who I confuse him with. Yeah.
So Mustafa Ali was doing this whole thing. It was like, oh, you can't take no for an answer, blah blah blah. And so Bobby's like, hey, so if I just want to match with somebody, I should just take him out to the ring, regardless if they say no. He's like, yeah. He's like, so he just beats the fuck out of Mustafa and takes him out to the ring. Yeah, it was. He got beat.
I'll be honest. He gave him a great idea.
Yeah, he did.
Sure.
What
a problem.
Let's see. Bianca came out, and then we had Bianca Rhea Ripley promo. They're teasing a feud between them, so we'll see what happens there.
Unite the belt.
No, please no. I'm tired of it.
Might as well. Fuck it.
Just unite
then unite the IC and the US belt.
That'll make sense, though.
Exactly.
But that genuinely doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean, they did have the Eurocontinental. What's stopping the United Continental?
Yeah, there you go.
It just needs a bed and breakfast. Yeah. It's a hotel.
Yeah, if Gunther wins, he's going to put everybody to night-night.
Dude, can't wait.
We had number one contenders match, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez versus Dakota Kai and Io Sky, which we had Raquel and Liv Morgan become number one contenders for the women's tag title, which I thought that was the point.
So what was the whole point of Ronda Rousey and Sonya and what's her face winning?
Well, actually, you know what?
Shayna.
Ronda is technically injured. She wrestled that match injured.
More reason for them to lose the...
Yeah, so, again, this is where it's like, we have that down.
And funny thing, I actually found out that Vince didn't really book much of Raw.
Yeah, I also found that out, too.
And Vince didn't really book much of WrestleMania either.
Nope. I don't think he booked any of WrestleMania. I think he just booked certain things on Raw.
Yeah.
And then we had Miz come out, talk about his matches, and how he's the only person to face, like, 4 people at WrestleMania. Because, like, technically, you know, Snoop Dogg, Shane, Kettle, and, what's his face? Pat McAfee, thank you. And then we get the return of Matt Riddle.
Oh, yeah, I did see that, too.
Oh, shit.
Matt Riddle's back.
He passed his drug test.
And then they do a thing.
What did he face, or what did he do? I don't remember hearing this.
Yeah, he just showed up. They started fighting, and then he delivers the bro Derek, and then
to who?
To Miz.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
So that probably means Randy's coming back soon too.
Probably, maybe.
Well, he was at Mania.
Yeah, he was at Mania.
He just didn't do anything.
I don't know how bad his injury was. I heard it was kind of bad. That's why it's been out so long.
Yeah, it was like a back, no, or what?
Yeah, it's his I think it's his lower back.
Because he's been bumping so much with the RKO, and it was just a nagging injury for him, really.
Yeah, and so then we had the main event where Lesnar beats the fuck out of Cody, and then
the whole bloodline beats the fuck out of him. Yeah. Funny thing, we're going to SmackDown next week, and I hope it isn't anything like that.
I'm ready for it. I forgot about that.
As of recording, this will be posted on this upcoming Tuesday. What is it? The 11th? Yeah. Or Wednesday the 12th. One of those days this will be uploaded. But tonight is Friday. There's Friday Night SmackDown. Drew McIntyre's been pulled from SmackDown, especially because he's been such a teaser that his contract's up.
Drew McIntyre becomes Drew Galloway.
Reportedly, Vince McMahon is not backstage.
Perfect.
And then we have...
They said it was a one-off appearance. Like, they said it was a one-off thing for him because he was doing the selling of Endeavor.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Vince is Vince. He's back in power.
He has a cool mustache.
I don't think it's that cool. He definitely looks more Hispanic.
Yeah, it is, dude. He'd probably get some Modelos in there.
If he runs for president, he can get the Hispanic vote.
Italian, Irish. What do you think he is?
He's Irish.
He's Irish.
Yeah, that was the whole thing with him.
But that mustache says arriba.
Does it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Arriba.
Apparently, there's rumors of a draft going on. So we'll see.
Oh, there you go, John.
That'd be cool. Maybe next week.
Yep. Liv Morgan goes to whatever brand she's not on, and then she'll be showing up on that other show the weekend.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. All right. So that's that. I don't know how I feel about what's going on with WWE right now.
I just won't watch WWE until WrestleMania again next year, which will be fun.
I'll just go back to watching the highlights.
There you go. Yeah.
But
I stopped watching the highlights now.
Yeah. You were actually watching Raw for a bit.
I was watching highlights. I was not watching Raw.
Oh, I thought you were watching Raw.
No, I was watching highlights.
I was starting to watch Raw and SmackDown.
No, I watch highlights. I never watched an episode.
Well, in other news,
Unfortunately.
in AEW news, All In is back, and they're gonna host it in London.
Oh no, we're not gonna talk about AEW news.
Long dress.
Hold up, that's what I got for AEW news.
Huh?
That's all I got for AEW news.
You don't know?
What do I know?
You don't know Jay White?
Oh yeah. I talked about that. Jay White signed.
I thought it was a Road Dogg thing.
Yeah, I thought that's where it was going to.
I was gonna say.
Oh, you didn't know?
Yeah, Jay White signed with AEW.
Jay White. That's fucking awesome.
We're
So
still.
means Coda's inbound.
I don't know.
Coda has said that he'd rather go to AEW if he could.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're kind of gathering those people. Though.
And he's like, I got best friends as tag partners. Like they're apparently the best tag team, and it's a picture of him with the Bucks. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I wonder who that could be.
So this is what I see happening, right?
Fat Moss.
Is that ass Masa? Yeah. If Coda signs, they won't have him do anything until All In.
Oh, 100%.
Until he's healed.
100%.
Well, he's wrestling.
Okay.
What do you mean? What?
Didn't he just get hurt again?
No.
What?
I thought he did.
No.
I thought he like.
He was on GCW.
No, that's what got him out. That's why he's been gone so long. It wasn't a shoulder injury.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just came back. His first match was GCW, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and he encountered his old rival.
I thought he injured himself.
The sex doll.
CW. Yeah, I seen that picture.
Yeah.
I thought he injured himself again.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
Speaking of GCW, I still really want to watch some Bussy versus what's his name? Nick Gage and Makita.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's their tag name.
Pussy.
Yeah, legit. Effie and Alley Cat. That's their tag name. Is Bussy.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah. Do you not know who Effie is?
No.
Effie's great. So, all right. Did you ever see who was it? Mox, GCW Max match or like the clip of Mox choking out her dude, and he puts his hand in his fucking tights.
No.
Okay, well that's Effie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Effie. So here's another thing with Effie. He has he hosts a GCW pay per view, and it's called Effie's Big Gay Brunch GCW.
Okay, I don't know how, but I know about the Big Gay Brunch.
Okay. Well, that's Effie.
News to me.
His tag partner is Alley Cat. It's an intergender tag title.
You know what's funny?
match.
I think I know who Alley is.
Yeah.
But I don't know Effie.
Yeah, Effie's interesting. He randomly pops up on my TikTok where he's just talking about stuff. I think it's like a podcast.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, it's interesting. But yes, he talked about that spot with Moxley, and because everybody was like, oh, like obviously trying to be funny, like oh, like what's it called, or erotic?
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
Yes, thank you.
You looked at the wrong guy. I was like, I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, so
Yeah, shit's crazy.
they talked about that, and so he talked about it in like kayfabe. He's like, well, you know, I'm getting choked out, and I'm still ready to fight. The ref's gonna check my arm to see if I'm knocked out. But if I'm ready to keep fighting, I'm gonna put him in there because he's not gonna want to grab my hand from there. So the fight's gonna continue, and then whatever I do there is what I do.
Motherfucking hot tub on Blue Chew.
He's fucking funny. I love him. He's great.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah. So that's Effie and Bussy. So.
I don't like it.
It's because she's a cat and he's a dude, so boy. But yeah, okay.
There you go.
Bussy.
You got it. Dude, you got in trouble by Auschwitz.
Oh, Auschwitz. Auschwitz?
Yeah.
The Pokemon?
Listen, it's been a long day. I'm tired, man. Baby wouldn't let me sleep last night. Baby woke me up 3 times last night. Auschwitz. They got in trouble.
The water pump.
Wow. Pokemon Black and White, alright.
Yes. Yep.
So that's what you meant in the chat when you said wrestling, magic, and Pokemon.
It's awesome.
Yeah, magic.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, they got in trouble. It was terrible.
Yeah, I forgot I mentioned
They got
that.
fined?
I don't know. Not.
They're probably going to make a donation.
I'm sure.
And it's going to be okay.
Sakura Genesis was last night. I have no news on that, but Okada probably retained and Mercedes Moné probably retained. It'll be right here if I'm wrong.
Get fucked.
And then local news, we have Mike Bennett versus Buns of Steel, Jay Fowler, which we're all excited about because it's a 30-minute Iron Man match.
Dude,
I don't think it's the main event either. I think the Nino Hatchet's the main event.
versus
I don't know.
Rich Maxwell.
I think that's the main event. Because I watched his promo and I think that's what he said. We watched it?
Yeah, we did. We did watch.
I think that's what he said.
Yeah, I think that is what he said.
I don't know.
But he's also feeling the high from WrestleMania, so.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah.
So. And then
April 19th, we got the Superior Spanish Scramble.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's gonna be
Pro Wrestling Phoenix.
Yeah, that's going to be a qualifying tournament, and he's going to face multiple opponents that night.
Yeah.
For the belt.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
And then whatever else happens that night.
Yeah. Well, that'll be you guys. I won't be able to go to that show.
That'd be cool. It's going to be sweet.
Hopefully
Khan's cool.
May 12th. That's the Super Junior start, so I'm hyped for that. I still don't know who's competing in that, but there's that.
Bunch of Super Juniors.
You think Khan's going to wrestle?
Yeah,
I don't think
I
so.
hope so.
I don't know, dude. Bruised ribs are months. They're not just a single month.
But that boy's on house arrest, so that guy can do anything.
I don't know.
We'll see. If he does show up, it'll probably be very limited.
Because he's been there every
He might cut a promo. He might just cut a promo.
Because he's Khan.
Con Artiste.
Oh,
did we not show you that video?
Yeah.
Shit.
There's also a local promotion called Mid Death Pro.
It was nuts. They put the main event on YouTube.
Yeah, so look it up on YouTube.
They're cool. They're cool as fuck.
Cool as fuck.
Yeah, there's it's wild, but yeah, Connor Ortiz. Now that I remember the video, he's they're outside. You guys are outside for that.
Yeah, he's
like,
let's fucking go.
Yeah, so
we did.
He's like, want me to see me kill this guy? We're like, fuck yeah.
He's on the roof. He's trying to put Joey Anderson through a table with a splash.
No, it was the New Jack spot.
The New Jack spot.
It was the New Jack.
He's gonna do a splash.
His gimmick was he's the New Jack's
nephew.
Okay.
So he had the bandana, and he's like, "I'm gonna kill this dude." And he put him on the table and jumped up on the thing like New Jack and jumped.
It was like a retaining wall.
Yeah. It was like it was pretty tall. It was probably 8 foot.
Yeah, but easy. Joey Anderson rolls off of the table,
takes the
table with him, and so he lands like
it was a door propped up on something.
Oh, it was a door. Oh my god!
It was a door.
It was a door.
It was a door. Hold on, I'll give you a representation. He landed on this side of the door.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh.
It was bad.
From 8 foot high.
Yeah.
He's probably a good 300, 350.
He's
a big.
The fact that after the show he was still walking around was amazing.
Yeah.
We saw him, we're like, God! God!
I have a shirt, so.
Dude, I might go pick up one of his shirts. His shirts are clean.
They are. They're really
I
really good.
hope he's there, though, because they have that that faction going.
The family.
The family, yeah.
Also, want to shout out a promotion I just heard about that I'm going to watch called it's WPW, Winnipeg Pro Wrestling.
Oh, Winnipeg.
Yeah, so the guy started it. So it's so funny because the entire thing, the promoter, he's like, I just email people and then I just hope for the best. So he emailed Jericho to get out to talk to him about it, and then Jericho's like, come on, talk to Jericho.
Oh shit!
And then there he goes, and so he talks about he went to the same school that Jericho went to.
Oh
and
shit!
Then, he talked about all this stuff. So their next pay-per-view. So they have a pay-per-view, and then the matches get posted. Depending on timing on him, it's either a week or a month after on YouTube. And so he had a heel champion. The babyface just won it, so I'm gonna watch that because apparently it was really, really good. But he has their next pay-per-view is called Fight at the Museum, and they're going to fight at a museum.
I love it. I love it.
It's great.
What a ride!
Yeah.
What a ride!
Well, all of his pay-per-view are based off of movie titles. So one of them's Once Upon a Time in Winnipeg.
Oh, I love it.
Cold Owl. There's some of the others. I forget what he mentioned. But yes. So Winnipeg Pro Wrestling.
I wonder what they do with the Shawshank Redemption.
I don't know. What you got for a name on that?
Shawshank Winnipeg.
That'd be too easy.
Well, what would it be?
I don't know.
Mr. Complicated.
We'll find it out by next time. But you guys got any other news? You guys got anything else?
Hey man, we got a month of wrestling coming up.
It's crazy.
And
we got a bunch of videos coming out soon.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the wrestling event, because the PWP shows their Mania, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, WrestleRama.
I'm pretty sure that's their Mania, and then the Magnum shows their first at home show.
Yeah.
So
the show back.
So it's gonna be good.
And SmackDown next week too. It's coming to Lincoln.
Yeah, that's happening too. I mean, I'm excited for all of them equally.
It'd be nice.
But I think I don't know, SmackDown will be different because we don't have a relation like we do with some of the wrestlers here.
That's true.
Yeah, like Kid
Shit, you'll see Gunther.
My boy Kid Sack. Oh,
You'll see Gunther.
pop.
You know what would be interesting?
My boy Kid Sackett.
I'm just gonna sit there in the audience like
Yes.
that, just big chest.
Fuck yeah, dude.
You know what would be interesting is seeing what local guys that we've seen be extras on Raw or on SmackDown.
Oh, on SmackDown.
Because when I went to Raw last time, our boy Brixton Nash,
Mhm.
and then another guy. I don't know if you guys had seen him, but his name was JT Slater. So that's like Seth's favorite wrestler.
Oh, the retro guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't at this show. The
No.
last show, the Magnum show we went to, the last one. I don't think it was.
No, he wasn't. Actually, no. You know what? It was SmackDown or Raw last year because it was leading up to Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville. But they were there as extras, and they were gonna push Sami in the
mousetrap.
No, in the what's the thing called, the shopping cart onto the ramp.
Oh, okay.
And then he kept on stopping it. But yeah, if you look back at it, they're the extras. It's
Nice.
Brixton Nash and him.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool, actually. I like
That's
that.
super cool.
Yeah.
I'm just excited, man.
It's gonna be
I
good
feel
month
like
of
we should do a dedicated podcast to the locals.
We can.
I'm down.
The ones that we watch at least.
We can do like short ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have to be
Like even
shows
like,
after the show.
Shit,
Yeah.
you want me? We can just record after the shows.
Yeah, that'd be nuts.
Yeah.
It depends on
Listen,
the
we can.
Magnum shows, yes. The PWP shows, I'm not too sure. Because it's during the week.
Yeah. Well, we could.
No. Just a quick right after the venue.
Like
Like
10,
on the drive home?
yeah,
like 10, 15
yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
On the drive home?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm down.
Yeah.
So, well, look out for that new series. That's
Yeah.
that's been officially confirmed.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
But yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
That's
Yeah.
the best part.
Well, guess what? When you guys do PWP, that's just you two.
Yeah,
Fair.
I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, either that'll be the first video of that series or the Magnum will.
Probably the Magnum so we can get better. I mean, there's more of us too for the Magnum. I feel like the Magnum show's a little bit.
Well, there's only 2 more people and only one that's going to talk.
Yeah.
So, anyways, hope you enjoyed that. You guys got any bit of news? Anything else? No?
No, my dick's fat.
The dick's fat. But hope you enjoyed the show. V will probably be back next episode.
Not that guy.
How do I follow that?
But, right there. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Look out for the new videos coming up. We'll have a new series. We have the magic videos up.
It's like
We'll
10
have-
inches.
We'll have the more magic videos. We'll
What's
hopefully have
up?
Pokemon up. Maybe we'll have EDO Pro. We'll see what happens in the future.
You let us know what you want to see. We'll see. Because,
Yeah.
I mean,
We'll
hot
show you
sauce
what you wanna see.
ideas.
Oh yeah, hey, we gotta do those chop videos. You'll see that coming up. You'll know what that means.
We
later.
could do a drunk night.
I don't know about a drug night, but
There's all kinds of things we
other substance. Sure, maybe.
could. Drunk Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. Well, let us know what you guys want to see.
What do you
Oh.
say?
Remember, if that check bounces, so do you.
Okay, bye.